Editors work in nuances and subtleties with enormous creative control, creating packages, VOSOTs, and voice-over video. Audio gives life to the video. Including the actual sounds of an event or location underneath and within the narration is basic to good video editing. Listen to the difference.
Here's a hint of how the trout stocking program works. The fish are corralled at the hatchery, loaded onto trucks. Here's a hint of how the trout stocking program works. The fish are corralled at the hatchery, loaded onto trucks. Bringing natural sound to full audio level in between the segments of reporter narration, a Nat Sound Break, can advance the story and make it seem more real to the viewer.
To make a long story short, when he gets up in the morning, Don Luttrell pretty much has the day planned. She learned early on that's the best way to reseat an antique. She gets the job done before the wet strands of split hickory dry out. It's a job she came to late in life, and it's best to let her tell it. And there's no one better on campus to tell that story than Jack Smith, who occasionally finds time as the school's library director to venture up and check on a historical gem at the top. A permanent fixture in the tower since 1890, the Wyalusing bell is still strong enough to be heard across the Greenville campus. It used to ring on the hour to signal class changes. The man laughing is the principal.
We're going to stay here.
And laugh is about all you can do when a group of teachers are taping you to the wall.
Adding video with its natural sound complements the narration. Each story needs an establishing wide shot that helps clarify its location. In direct narration, the video illustrates specific points as they are introduced.
You should take note that right off the bat they pulled out a map on the first trail, and that allowed them to pedal even faster to meet up with their colleagues at point 1.
The video can tell a different story from the narration.
You should take note that right off the bat they pulled out a map on the first trail, and that allowed them to pedal even faster to meet up with their colleagues at point 1.
Experienced editors go beyond the basics. In pacing, the editor controls how fast or slow the story moves.
The purpose of the clock is so that the other person doesn't take forever to move. The blitz chess is becoming the chess of the future, where you can watch a whole game in 5 minutes. It's made in all variations.
As the procession got underway,
repeating an action or sound adds dramatic impact.
700 firefighters get ready to head to the fire line. They sharpen their tools and prepare for 12 to 16-hour shifts.
The editor decides how long to hold shots based on story content.
Mike Shue.
That's it.
WJZ Eyewitness News.
It's a scene from times gone by, followed by another, and another, and still another rare sight. 4 horse-drawn mowers lined up in the same field.
In backtiming, the end point of an edit is selected first and determines the point where the video begins.
Mark Helton, News Center 5.
In an L cut, the editor may overlap audio or video with picture and sound from another source.
Tennessee lawmakers returning from Nashville for the weekend will head back to the Capitol Monday.
And we plan to keep it a low-tax state, but, you know, we do realize that we have a shortfall in Nashville and we need to address it in some way.
Tennessee lawmakers returning from Nashville for the weekend will head back to the Capitol Monday.
Tennesseans now pay less tax per person than the citizens of any other state in the United States. And we plan to keep it a low-tax state, but you know, we do realize that we have a shortfall in Nashville and we need to address it in some way.
Editors can build in video surprises.
The fish are corralled at the hatchery, loaded onto trucks, and transferred to a destination known only to the driver and the cars that follow.
I'd say maybe midnight, take a look and see what the line looks like.
Some kids from Towson State have even called, wanting to know if they can camp out overnight.